And of course, you gotta get the coffins. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. We are all just flying into here tonight. Good to see everybody popping in all over the place here. YouTube, Twitch. We are all over the place. McCurdy Gaming, Nats fan. Nick, you're in tonight. I love it. Still annoyed by SmackDown last night? Well, if you're feeling that bad about SmackDown, give me your soul and I will take care of it for you, sir. I will take care of your soul, and I have a very unique feeling. I know exactly what's going to happen on SmackDown. It is very simple to run through. And Nick, good to see you here tonight. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing great. Like, we are, we're 2 weeks away from Revolution. Like, as much as we're chatting about SmackDown last night and what kind of train wreck that was, let me just throw this quick out here, because I know we got a lot to digest here for 2 hours of wrestling for AEW. Let me throw this here for you for SmackDown. Oh, the segment could have cut down by 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Could have been all here. Here's my thinking. Cody says no to The Rock at Survivor Series for whatever the hell he's looking for. So he says, all right, fine. You don't want to do this? We're going to do this the hard way. I'm going to find someone who will give me their soul for that championship. Go on later in the night. CM Punk defeats John Cena with a small package or something out of nowhere to win the Elimination Chamber. So it's going to be Cody and Punk. So give it either 1 week, 2 weeks. They're going to do their Mutual Admiration Society promo coming up against each other. And you can have The Rock come out and basically say, no, Cody. I told you I get what I want. And if you're not going to give your soul to me, I have found someone else who will give me their soul for that championship. And The Rock shows up, Cena shows up to now, while he thinks he's still a face, he is that corporate champion that The Rock wants. Could you imagine The Rock and Cena in that position right there? Like, I'm telling you, that's probably what's going to happen for Mania. We're going to get that triple threat. Because once you set up the triple threat, that will piss off Punk for the fact that he wanted his one-on-one main. But no, he's got to have Cena steal the spotlight. You got Cody, who's probably going to crop that out. Sorry, I got to auto mod that, Nats fan. The hell? Oh, Mariah May's still upset. But for the backside, she looks like a Hutterite. Oh, so they're going to do it. They're running a Revolution. Right out of the blue, they just announced the third match here for these two. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a prediction on what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know. It's up now. We got to switch gears. Let's go. Mariah versus Tony 3. Yeah, like we're getting that. Tonight we're getting Bandito and Jericho, and hopefully Bandito can maybe hit a 21 plex on Jericho and end this reign. Well, we're getting our other women's segment tonight. Well, apparently we're going to get 3 of them now. Because Harley's showing up tonight, too. Gabe Kidd is in action, automatically good. This is going to be so good. Mariah's too good for 25. Wait till she's 35. Absolutely. Here's another bonus, folks. Now, it depends what part of Hollywood you're talking about, because you could get some very interesting endings out of that, you know. Unfortunately, I don't have the Pornhub sound there, but maybe we can do. There you go. Hey, STG, good to see you. Here's a thought for you, and I just want to throw this out here right now. You know, everybody talks about NXT, the women's division, being number one. Whether it be there, why you know Pornhub? Well, I don't have the sound here, and I'm trying to be a good boy here. Excalibur work. It was a double taping, so whoever's available is going to work, right? Okay, Okada's getting another challenge for a pay-per-view. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me correct myself. No, this was taped. That's right. Tonight was taped. Next week, going up against the PLE, that is live. Next week's Collision, next Saturday, from Oakland, California. That's live, going up against Elimination Chamber. Which, by the way, for the record, folks, we will be here for Collision. I'll have Elimination Chamber on. We can watch both, but... Yes, we get to see Hologram tonight. It's been a while. It has been a while. And the fact that he was off for the right reasons, apparently he had some family stuff to do. So the fact that he did have, apparently he became another father again. And that's how he got injured, so he got his time off. And basically the repackage, I think, did a lot for him, too. Like, I like how they did it out in Texas, just setting everything up, but it's almost... They had to do something to reinvent himself to the fans. LFI, so how many things in AEW are underrated? Let's face it. And the scary thing is right now, they are on fire. F-I-R-E, fire. Is that like these last few weeks that have come up? Like, well, you got Mortos, you got Roosh, you got think of Roosh's new gear, Mortos' new focus. Hologram looking a little scared here as we're starting here. Once again, everybody, whether you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you for being here. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, please do. If you're on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up. The more thumbs up we get, we actually find that more people are able to find us live. So it's always appreciated. The more people we get out watching together, it's always a fun thing. You've hit the follow. Well, you've already hit the follow button. Don't hit it twice. You hit it twice, it'll unfollow you. You play your streams once in a while well, I appreciate that, Nats fan. There's a lot of good things coming up here, and we got some good plans coming forward here, and just starting to get to the point where I'm getting my computer back in order. I'd say a good 75% of my layouts done. AEW's hotter than W. You know what? I'm not going to compare the two because there's levels to it. I will tell you this. If AEW ever held a press conference like WWE did last night, I think the IWC would melt. But let me justify this again. And Nick, I know you brought this up in your on your post that I threw a reply out there. Due to the fact that it was just a regular SmackDown, it was such a late show. Jesus! Well, let's just get that out there already. But that press conference last night was more for the local media to get some good quotes for The Rock to put in the paper about the announcement of WrestleMania going to New Orleans. By the way, what do you guys think of Double or Nothing moving out to Phoenix that they announced on Wednesday? It's smart. Yeah, absolutely it's smart. Get it out of Vegas. There's a lot of gamblers in Phoenix too. And the thing is, play up the gambling part of it, or the Texas Hold'em part, because there's a lot of poker in that way. Is it for keeping production costs low? Well, STG, there's multiple factors. First of all, law of diminishing returns, because over the last few years, Double or Nothing has been decreasing in the number of fans going there for the show. Not just because of the quality of the product, just the taking advantage of the situation. Number two, you're going to have wrestling fatigue in town because you have the experience of WWE there for an entire week, which also includes all the indie shows that come into town as well. And trying to have your pay-per-view there a month later with the same amount of buzz just ain't going to cut it. I don't feel. You're not going to get that same vibe and atmosphere because it isn't that big. TNA will be there that week too. Well, there you go. Like, everything's going to be there, right? Collision better than Dynamite? You know what? There's many ways you can agree. There's many. It all depends on what kind of wrestling you want. Like, if you want the old school Dynamites from the beginning, 2019, I'll tell you this: Collision is that Dynamite 2019. I feel where there is some story here, but most of it's just wrestling, good old fashioned wrestling. Let's piece a few things together. Dynamite's been a lot more promo heavy, I find. And it's a lot more, well, for lack of a better term, it feels like it's more catered to WWE kind of things. And plus now they have to compete against Evolve, which is going to be starting to drop in 2 weeks or a week and a half during the same time frame. If you guys didn't see, Evolve is actually coming up on Tubi and YouTube at the exact same time as Dynamite is. So this is how they're trying to saturate every day of the week for WWE fans. But yeah, Collision in many ways is, in my opinion, the more fun show to watch. Dynamite is ruined by talking? Yes and no. It's all about what you're ending up with. Find myself, okay, yeah. It all depends on what you're looking for here. Like, Dynamite in many respects, because the numbers are higher for people watching Dynamite, it's trying to piece things more together towards your pay-per-views, right? Because, well, let's face it, we have a pay-per-view in just over a week and a half's time here. I keep forgetting that because I have to get the graphics together here. That show is more about selling the pay-per-view for the storyline part. Personally excited for the double show Wednesday. Evolve could be good, but I think it'll do numbers like LFG on Sunday. I don't even know what the numbers were. In LFG, I could really care less because I saw what happened on the first night, and I know that it's... I got a feeling the choreography, 150, yeah. The thing is, when you're doing something on a YouTube, like in the States they got Tubi, and internationally it's on YouTube. Whenever you put something up on YouTube, the numbers are always going to get inflated because there's always repeat, and you get to watch later. And there's people like Nats Fan who watch our show repeatedly, right? Said this before, Collision feels like Ruthless Aggression SmackDown. Without the bullshit? It's like when people talk about the Attitude Era for Raw. They forget there was a lot of crap during that time. And I mean a lot of crap that time. Like, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of great stuff and a lot of great characters, but you have to go back and watch like the 2-minute matches for everything. The fact that they all ended in DQs. And yeah, there was a lot of great stuff in that Ruthless Aggression era, but there was for every great moment that you get with the SmackDown 6, you get your Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon episodes. You get your Roddy Piper, Mr. America episodes. Jesus! Hologram's just like, no, let's go. Up. And Hologram almost decapitated himself there. Attitude Era was awesome. Good, awesome stuff, but there was some real bad shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's all over the place. Forgive me for being completely moronic here, McKerndy. What slam? So Slab being stupid right now, it's not working for me, and you don't know if it's just a... Oh, it's one of those... It's one of those fancy wrestling apps. Same with Ruthless Aggression, that's my favorite time period, but some bad stuff. Yeah, like, there's always some good and some bad. Okay, card game. See, that's my biggest problem. The only card game I can really get into myself is Diamond Dynasty on MLB The Show. That's about it. Jesus! Mortos just randomly throwing out a crucifix bomb here and there. Just... What? How do I put this? Like, literally everywhere here. Oh, you guys crash, bang, boom, crash, bang, bee, ba, boom, ba. I love how Shivani says that he, Hologram shot his shoulder up. He literally... Remember Mortos and TNA? Absolutely. Supercard sucks at this point. Doesn't surprise me. Have you guys ever tried the AEW General Manager? That Apple game? Or that iPhone game or whatever it was? Giving me the hell to hydrate. Well, first Slurpee of the year. I just got to finish that up. They recently wiped the binders on Supercards. Oh, jeez. No, in terms of weather here, last week we were at minus 32 with a 42 wind chill. Jesus! Martos didn't even have both his shoulders down, Aubrey. Come on now. Luchador shouldn't be on the floor with all due respect. I've been a traditionalist and always believes that the first match of the night should never go out to the floor. Just because it establishes the in-ring presence of everyone. And you'll notice that if you ever go back to any old school pay-per-views, that you notice the first match of the night will always stay in the ring. It'll never go outside. Unless you're Dean Malenko at a pay-per-view and you don't get told the rules properly. There was a match that he had with Alex Wright, I do believe, at a pay-per-view. And they were trying to set up the rule of the first person to get thrown out of the ring loses. So he's up there. Oh, God. Hologram's got some problems. Hologram looks gassed right now. Sorry, sorry to jump ship here, but that little part there where they looked a little clunky. It looked a little weird. That it almost felt like something weird happened there. Dean Malenko, man of 1,000 holds and rules, exactly. But he was told he wasn't completely told the rules properly. So after the first couple arm drag, hip toss, all that stuff, he decides to slide out to the outside of the ring to gather himself. Yeah, that means you lost. Can you tell this is a match that they haven't done that often for a reason? I'm assuming they're called that an arm drag. I have a feeling that Hologram, they called it audible on him on that one. Well, so now we're this is setting, of all things, this is setting up a CMLL match. The hell? Did Martos just no-sell that? I have an account on Supercard and Slam, but I haven't played a bunch. Hey, I don't blame you. So Hologram and Commander are actually going to be teaming up in CMLL and taking on. There's two other mass wrestlers that they're taking on. I'd have to look through it a little bit deeper, but... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. And when I mean hold on, I mean hold on to your butts. Let's throw that one more time here. Confirmation. So we go from Speedball Bailey to Harley Cameron. Let's go. Why are we holding? Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. You didn't get McKerney. Speedball Mike Bailey is making his AEW debut soon. They finally got the promo video for it. Let's freaking go. And then here comes Harley Cameron. Like, we're going to have to... this is so... almost too much. You know what? Apparently there was a visa issue or a passport issue. But who cares? He's here now. That's what matters. Speedball's super nice duel. I met him in Nova Scotia in July at a UCW show, and he was, yeah, he isn't. Tony Khan has these flippy guys going. He's happy. It is true, but I'm also joking. Meh. By the way, RK, good to see you here tonight. But having Mike Bailey coming over from TNA. The hell? Susan Chance, let's go. Stealing other people's dreams. She can't even get the jacket off. I was upset because Busted Open was yapping about The Rock pretty much the whole time yesterday and overshadowing anything with TNA. Yeah. That's why I don't watch a lot of Busted Open. There's so much great stuff going on, and just... I will say this, though. Oh, you want to talk about great things coming in? Gabe Kidd versus The Butcher. As we hit our commercial break here, never heard of this minute of Busted Open. I get free Sirius XM in my work truck, so I do throw it on once in a while. Yeah, it takes a certain level of clarity to deal with it. They've been talking more about TNA recently. Yeah, well, of course they're going to talk about TNA. Bully will talk about anything that'll get him booked. And let's face it, he's on LFG now, so I'm sorry, as much as you try to be unbiased and everything, you just got to be careful on that stuff, right? As soon as you're hooked up with a company, you're always going to be considered part of that company, no matter what. But you're a Chris Van Vliet guy, Nick. I don't blame you one bit. One of the best interviews, but also Canadian. Never forget that. Now, isn't Nick Nemeth a host of Busted Open? Absolutely he is. Nick, I believe, does the weekends, and the fact that there wasn't more TNA coverage with the fact that he was on the show. Well, Thunder Rosa's also on there, and she's with AEW, so, but she's on there a lot less. They try to cover all their bases, but I listen to Matt Hardy. At least he talks about TNA. Hey, there you go. Listen to Joe Cornette for the stories of the historical aspects. Like, for me personally, I try to keep my wrestling podcast listening to very limited. One that I do listen to, it's called Celebrate Wrestling. It's hosted by Mike McGuire here, local radio personality out of Lethbridge, Southern Alberta. Former ring announcer for Prairie Wrestling Alliance. And current ring announcer and play-by-play man for Dungeon Wrestling. So, that's Bret Hart's son's promotion. So, I listened to a little bit of that. For most of the part, it's video games. I listen to. I do pop an occasional Van Vliet interview depending on who's the guest. STG. I used to listen to Jim Cornette, but oh yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, you have a co-host on your show and you're a celebrity. Their job there is to get anything they can out with you. Try to get you to bring out more stories and such. And if you want to talk about a little bit of insanity, here comes Gabe Kidd. The man who got made by Kenny Omega at Wrestle Dynasty. Huge fan of true crime stuff. I have a college double major, criminology and psychology, and stuff is so fast. Hey, I don't blame you. And video game podcasts. Baseball too. Bullet Club. I feel bad for the Butcher. They still haven't changed his Tron there just because, the blade's been released. Just a bit of a hoss fight here tonight. You gotta admit, this is gonna be a lot of fun to watch here right now. Just a beef for the rig. A little bit of brisket. Yeah, like that Omega match, that had, what, 34 minutes? Gabe looked like Lesnar without the muscle. I remember Gabe Kidd when he was just starting out at WCPW. I don't know how many of you guys have seen that promotion? WCPW, short for What Culture Pro Wrestling? The oh god, Callus sighting. See, it makes you wonder which one he's looking at. See some shows. Do yourself a favor if you get a chance to go see him, like to see the stuff on YouTube. That's how I found out about Osprey. Yeah. Used to be huge into true crime. Anytime I had a free time years ago, I'd huge true crime. I deal with enough true crime watching public news right now. My brother got me a Joe Henry figure. I guess I'll have to pick it up a bit. Yeah, I guess you probably have to. Yeah, Hendry. Well, the reason I got into Hendry is because I saw a lot of his ICW and WCPW videos. Oh, God. Little T-bone suplex by Kid on the outside. That is not good. Yeah, he took on Angle. That was his dream match. He ended up winning. He won a 30-man Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble equivalent. Patent pending, patent pending, patent pending. Got to get the quotes in there. To take on Angle at one of their main shows. Cody Rhodes was there. Rey Mysterio was there. They had a World Cup that they ran as well. If you ever want to know about notable prick Alberto Del Rio, that Parts Unknown always talks about, that's the promotion that caused them to miss. Drew Galloway was there for his last show before he went back to Impact. Drew Galloway, Drew McIntyre. But yeah, before he went back into North America centric fighting. Feel free to throw all the questions. If you're not here to ask questions, if you have a question and you don't think you should ask it, you're in the wrong place. Just ask me anything. I don't mind. If I got to delete it, I delete it. And let's face it, there are very few that I have to delete. Do we think we see Harley and Mercedes again in the future and she wins? I think it'll be a long-term thing, but yes. Nice little pile driver to finish things off. Double or nothing? Maybe. I don't know if you go that quickly. Build her more? I'm almost thinking like a full gear kind of thing. Because what? Revolution, we got Momo Watanabe. Because I got a really sneaky feeling that it's going to be Athena and Mercedes at All In. That's why I almost feel that that's going to be the title match for her there. Mr. McGee, how you doing tonight, sir? I'm doing great. We're getting like. Oh God, Callis is good old Callis. Like, seriously. Yeah, but the thing is, Callis, you're not going to be able to get in and help this time. Oh, God. There's a certain side of... All right, well, we're getting the match. That is going to be one level of insane. Ospreay and Fletcher in a cage. That's just a little bit of okay. Oh, here we go. Julia Hart, bless her heart, she's out here. I could bless her heart. She probably burned mine, so that just works out, I guess. On a side note, Fightful announced that they talked to Sky Blue, Julia's former running mate, and apparently doctors have cleared her, but AEW doctors haven't. So basically, she's in the area of training right now, getting ready to go. She could be back anytime. She's actually back in better shape now. Like, her timeline for recovery has been a lot less than what they thought it would be. So we might not see her for a bit yet because of booking plans, but yeah, we all miss her. Like, Sky needs to be back here, not just for physically, but mentally as well, after what happened. So I guess I can go back to my earlier point here where we were talking about the women's division here in AEW. Do I think the women's division in AEW is a top one? I'll openly admit no. No, it is not. Is the potential to be the number one there available right now? I definitely say so, because look at the ages of the people that are here right now and how far they have progressed. Look at Harley Cameron. Look at Julia Hart. Look at Queen Aminata right now. Look at Mariah May at 25 years old being the women's champion here. Like, all these wrestlers here in AEW are so young. And then you have the mentors. You have the Serena Deebs that are available to mentor. Toni Storm really isn't that old yet either. And she's still there. I think WWE top women are better, but I think AEW's entire roster is better. Yeah, like 1 through 20 or whatever number it is, I do agree with you. And I do think the latest set of releases actually hurt WWE more than it helped it when it comes to the women's roster. It also doesn't help when their board of directors decides that they don't need their match going on right now, right? Most underrated is NXT women's. Absolutely. The women's releases will help. The women's releases will help whatever promotion is going to pick them up. Like, we also got to remember there's only a certain number of spots that are available. Because we just saw Elijah get picked up by TNA on Friday, or on Thursday, sorry. And the Colognes are now in there. Gotta remember, those are roster spots. They take up money. We're going to talk about that during our My GM mode tonight. Because we are 4 weeks away from finishing things off for Season 4 and for 2K24. And we're in a little bit of that was weird after the Righteous pick that was released. Well, I think that Righteous pick was for like a indie promotion. Like, they all worked together on an indie promotion together, so that's where the video came in. Because that pick with Elijah with the Righteous, that was actually a video that also came out as well, McGee. It just made too much sense that everybody picked up on and ran with it, right? They would have been a good faction? Absolutely they would have. I think it would have been a fantastic group to work together. Look at this card lining up. Like, seriously. The one thing I will give, like, right now between NXT and AEW, both have the same thing that works out well for both of them. As we go to a full commercial, God dang it. You have secondary storylines that are underneath the title picture. And right now we're looking at, as horrible as the segment was on Wednesday, and let's face it, that segment on Wednesday was absolutely horrendous with Thunder Rosa and the women want you to swing a chair and you won't swing a chair even though you bring out a chair to use. If you're going to bring out a chair, learn how to damn well use it. Oh, that was rough on so many levels. But let's take that out of there. The fact that they have a Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford, Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander feud working there. They have a feud there. They have something going that doesn't involve a title. In WWE, you don't have that right now. They have Willow and Marina. That's slowly brewing, but there. Still better than I Want Your Soul SmackDown promo. So McGee, you're gonna have to go back to the beginning of the show, or if you're interested in the RTG Wrestling Discord, I actually put down my booking thoughts about exactly what's going to happen here. I still feel this is our ultimate Cena not turning heel, but turning heel thing going on right now. And this thing with Rock and Cody is step one for it. So, or step two, actually, if I do remember so myself. The promo at the Royal Rumble was step one. But yeah, check that out over there. You think they're turning Cody heel? I think that's too obvious. I honestly feel that's way too obvious. And that's where they're going to get the swerve. And if what I think is going to happen happens, I think the internet might explode. I legit think they're going to explode the internet. Because it's going to be WrestleMania 17. He can't turn Cena. McGee, here's my thought. Is he truly turning heel if he doesn't feel like he's turning heel? Can you be a heel without being a knowing heel? He thinks he's doing the greater good. He's doing everything for the fans. You can be a delusional champion and not be a heel to the fans. Then you have your contingent that'll boo the shizen out of him. But in his eyes, he's not a heel. He could still do the work. He could still be Mr. Positivity as always. Cody's becoming corporate Cody and Cena wins the title. Fair enough. I think there's more storylines if you do the other way around, but I love heels who think they're that's exactly it. Like, Grebo, right now, WWE storytelling's well, like I said, there's only one way to get out of it. That's produce good stories. And that's what we were saying about AEW, right? Because everybody's talking about AEW's shows for so long were just trash in terms of the booking and everything. Like, it's not all perfect, but at the same time, if you're not going to... the only way you can fix it is just literally going out there and doing it. It wasn't a hip attack. It was goddamn Mafia kick. And Road Dogg is going to fix that? No, that's our... I do like the comments that were made about that by others. And I do agree with it to a point. Road Dogg could come up with ideas all he wants back when he was a writer. But when the guy above you is basically taking everything that you got, twisting it 16 ways sideways and saying, what the hell are you doing? I'm going to do it this way. How much of it really was his original idea? Uh-oh. If you want to post that, feel free. Nats fan, if you want to, like, I've allowed everything to be posted on socials. If you want to, feel free. I have no problems with that whatsoever. I am totally excited to see Speedball. I wish that I could find I got to figure out how these guys do the watch log points. Oh no, I appreciate that. I'll get it up on socials later. I just wish, like I said, I got to figure out how to. You know how the cool streamers always get the video of stuff on there as they're going? I think I'm going to have to set up an extra vertical stream, which I might be able to do. Yeah, Nick does that too. Yeah, like I said, all the cool streamers do it. I always upload after my streams. Yeah, but I'm not recording the video as I'm watching it. I'm actually watching it on my TV. That's the thing. Oh, the Heartless with the broken fingers. And a busted nose and a busted lip. She is cut open. Oh. Rarely, if ever, upload while on stream because I don't want to ignore chat and edit the same. I completely agree with you. That is a badass look, McG. Looks like you're battle tested. Now we get to the Revolution. I'm still calling it. I am calling 2 title changes in that main event. I think Christian walks out as the heavyweight champion by the end of the night. Copeland wins and Christian cashes in, setting up a double or nothing ladder match for the AEW championship. Julie is a star with a fantastic theme song. Absolutely. Like, AEW is running so smooth with all the talent that they have right now. And it's a good problem to have where literally anybody on the roster could instantly be shot up into that top level, right? Remember, Christian promised Hangman the first title shot? I don't even think that matters at this point. I don't even think that matters at this point. Or if Hangman does get the first shot, it's going to be Cope that screws over Hangman for that shot because he's going to go after Christian. Mike, it matters. Hangman versus MJF for the time. Hell no. It's going to be a hell of a match in Revolution. Don't get me wrong. With all due respect, that title on MJF, while it was great while it lasted, I don't think MJF's really truly found himself yet to get to that position right now. I know he's an elite talent. I know he's got all the tools. But it's like having a state of the art, one of the fancy tanks that everybody has, every government has, that you have the top 10. I was about to say everybody has. I'm like, how many people do I know that own a tank? But it's like you have one of the most sophisticated pieces of weaponry in the world, but you don't know how to use it completely to its full potential. Sure, you can get some victories off of it and, take a few things out as you go, but until you know exactly what to do with everything there, Theta to get called up and win the AEW female strap. she retires the ROH championship and they create a new one because no one can beat Athena. I honestly feel at Double or Nothing, after Mercedes retains in her match, I don't even know who she's going to be facing there, but she'll face somebody. It's either going to be there or else it's going to be for Toni Storm. One or the other. Because I don't see Mariah winning the title back. Whoever, one of those women's matches, there's going to be an Athena appearance right after. Athena is part of one of those two big matches in Texas. It's a crying shame Athena not on national television. I agree, but it's also possibly Athena's choice. Well, the Murder Machines are here. They're giving their opponents free ride to the ring. Lance Archer's the best, yeah. I really do. Well, they were supposed to face off with the Hurt Syndicate tonight. Sorry, excuse me. Still trying to finish off this cold here that I got. RIP local town, absolutely. I'm just... Jesus. So yeah, we're getting... Yeah, so the 17th is going to be taped. So Mania weekend's going to be taped. What a coincidence. With all due respect, guys, I'm not going to be able to do a sidecast on Mania weekend. Just because, well, let's face it. I really do hope that they move Collision up to an earlier start time. Like a 1 o'clock. At this rate, I'm watching Collision over Shit Mania. Well, I'm going to see how the booking looks up, but odds are I'm probably not going to be able to do one. We might be able to. Got little to no investment. Oh, hello. So are they just bringing out MVP or are they bringing out everybody? Ah, yes, all three. We hurt people. Hurt people. We hurt people. Everybody dies. We hurt people. Everybody dies. Bobby's about to murder somebody. Love how we heard people. Please tell me it's at the pay-per-view. All right, so the Murder Machines murder somebody next week. And then we get that match, the pay-per-view. You telling me that we get the Hurt Syndicate versus the Murder Machines at Revolution? This could be a very epic pay-per-view compared to what already is. Hey, it's the Little Bowser Brothers. The match I'm looking forward to, the steel cage match, yeah. Well, let's face it, there's a lot of matches to look forward to. I call you the Little Bowser Brothers. That's what I call you. The frick? Crew?
You idiot!
Can I just say how great it is seeing Cage and Archer on the show and not on the pre-show? Hey, it'd be nice to see it a few more times. You notice they got rid of the whole chair segment? That was bad comedy there. But it's a feud. Oh, wow, they're doing this already. Everyone's hanging out in front of those lockers. Well, so we got the Trios Championship going on right now. Daniel Garcia 2.0 taking on the Death Riders. Unless your name's Dustin Rhodes, you're not winning 2 titles at the same time. But the other thing is, all right, out of these 3 on the Death Riders, which one is being eliminated by Cope tonight? Cope came out last week, or on Wednesday, sorry, and said that he was getting rid of one person out of the Death Riders one by one. Are we getting Yuta tonight? We're getting Pac tonight? This might be a way that we get to finally see Beth out here. As a fact, Marina's one of the Death Riders got to be dealt with. You think it's going to be Yuta Nats? I got a feeling it might actually be Pac for the fact that he doesn't have to fly out after this. This is a rough way to do it. Like, rough way for the Death Riders to do their entrance. Just because the way that, if you guys didn't see, this is set up in a theater setting. Basically, the entranceway is on the stage. So having them come in, it's awkward, period. Good to see Angelo Parker back. Absolutely. New father. I hope Ruby Soho's doing well with Kid. And this is probably going to be there's going to be a couple of these headline main events, I believe is the best way to put it. If you guys haven't seen the video that I put out back in January here about Netflix and Max and Chill, this is the beginning of the culmination of what's going to be happening with the old guard basically highlighting the top of the card right now. And once again, like I said, you're going to have to wait a few months just to let everybody soak it in. You let your people on Max see these people that they've seen before on TV. Get a chance to continue on here. Before you start introducing the new characters into it. That's why I feel Christian and Cope at Double or Nothing might be that final tripping point. Then you can start bringing in like a Hangman Page, a Swerve Strickland. Hell, even a Samoa Joe can be involved in that argument. It's not like the Ops hasn't got their pound of flesh yet from Christian. Because they've beaten Nick Wayne, they've beaten Kip, but they haven't beat Christian yet. Let's just hope there isn't any flying walls around to distract Samoa Joe. Garcia taking forever to get out of the wig. Off topic, I love how Tony Khan did a video package for Speedball Mike Bailey for the fans that have never heard from him before. Over just throwing him out there because not everyone watches TNA. It's fair. I think he should be doing that for every wrestler. He did it for Gabe Kidd last week. Or on Wednesday, sorry. Just enough of a teaser so that everybody knows what's going on, right? Ange got caught rather flush there. No, and I think he's been doing that over, like every week he's had a new thing for somebody, right? Whether it be the hologram 2.0 promos. Ospreay versus Mike Bailey. You know it's coming. That could be an all-in match. Like, we got to start thinking a little bit long-term here as to what they're going to put in Texas Stadium to sell tickets. Speedball versus Fletcher. Well, there you go. Even still. I love JR's comment here right now, by the way. Talk about how much the Yuta impresses him here. We've seen Speedball versus... But the thing is, you haven't seen it here. Like a Maple Leaf Pro, that was... Don't get me wrong. A lot of people should get out there and watch that show. Like even the new one that's coming out. And I'll tell you right now, if you get a chance, the new Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling that's coming out in March... The newest shows, definitely watch them. There's a couple local talents that are going to be on that card. One from Saskatchewan, the longest name in professional wrestling, Michael Allen Richard Clark. I would consider one of the best male athletes throughout Western Canada. Debating going to the show 2 hour drive. I might almost be worth it. And the other one is WWE ID member Zoe Sager, who's trained right out of here in Edmonton. Would I go? That would be... Just trying to do the math here. That would probably be a 2-day drive for me, not a 2-hour drive. Unfortunately, it is in Eastern Canada, so... That's like asking somebody in... Oh, Nick, definitely do yourself a favor and go check her out. Like, personally, in terms of live matches I've ever watched, the best live match that I've seen in my history of going to indie shows here in town, there was a Love Pro Wrestling show here that featured, it was the first matchup ever between Zoe Sager and Gigi Ray, who has been featured on MLW lately. Gigi got her start here in Edmonton as part of the Clandestine Society training school with Mike Richard Blaze, who's a trainee of Tyson Kidd. So that's the lineage there for anyone that's wondering. And then Zoe, like, she is a Storm grad, but she's taken her training to the next level under Blaze as well. So, and the fact that those two work so well together, creating I still call it, like, I know that we don't have star ratings these days, but it's about as close to a 6-star match as you're going to get. But you can actually physically look at each other working together so hard to try to put on a match. That was phenomenal, and it was. And both of them have now turned their success locally into success internationally, with Zoe getting the part of the ID program, and then also Gigi being a part of the MLW roster for a time here, and working with Reality of Wrestling down there with Booker T's promotion. So Daddy Magic, Parker Garcia are the best people to find success outside the Jericho Vortex. FTR. Like, FTR was part of that. Zoe would have had a 16-star match in Tokyo. No, because she's female. So that's going to knock off an automatic 9 stars. Sorry, just a matter of fact. I can't help that. Yeah, just... best way to put it there. Just... If you can get a chance to get on the Love Wrestling site and see that match, I would highly recommend. I believe it's from July 23. God, I forgot that FTR Pandemic Healer on. Yeah, well, there you go. Try and find it. Yeah. You know what? Even if you message the promoter, I'm sure you can find it. Like, I know they have most of their matches on YouTube, and I do know that they run their shows on independentwrestling.tv. So if you do have that subscription service, I'm sure you can find it somewhere in there. But yeah, it's definitely worth checking out if you get a chance. But if you're going to see Zoe live, definitely worth it. So, as we're hopefully getting back to the regular picture. I envy you Americans that get to watch the real picture-in-picture when it's a tape show. Super. I'm glad that you are. Like, she is definitely worth it. Less than a month from Real Baseball. Well, I don't know how much you want to call it Real Baseball with the way that the Dodgers got their payroll going. I just heard they signed somebody to a deal that's deferred up to 2090 right now. I hope they staggered out those payouts. We beat the Dodgers today. Hey. Yeah, well, it's about as close as we're going to get this year during the preseason, right? I'm still contemplating whether I want to pick up that game physically or digitally. I'm getting the game no matter what, by the way. I'm just a big physical guy. Even if it's spring training, I'll take it. Hey, you know what? I was actually shocked today when I picked up my phone in the middle of the day and they're giving me the Blue Jays Yankees updates. I'm like, what the heck? Sit out slam. Menard got out on an easy 2 there. Nick, you're a Royals fan? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're a Royals fan, right? For guys, all right, well, once you lose Bobby Witt, we'll be all good there, so it's all good. Granted, I'm going to lose Vladdy in a year, which doesn't really surprise me, and then I hope the management decides to get punted 16 ways from sideways. No, I had a Reza stream up earlier today. Ross is a D-bag, yeah. You think you can even keep Bo? I think Bo will run. Bo will take the money somewhere else. Don't watch baseball where I'm from PA, so I'm a Pirates fan. Hey, you know what? You got a good team there. Better than the Phillies, yeah? I don't know. Phillies keep making the playoffs. The Pirates just keep being idiots. That's Hinder's team. Oh, fair enough. You can't hinder the gender, but you can sure as hell hinder the Phillies. No, it's funny. Like when I log into NHL and they tell me you have to pick your favorite team, they don't even show it. Because it has to be an NHL team. You can't do a PWHL team. Happy for Elijah? Absolutely. We were talking about him earlier here. The fact that he's going to get that main scene in TNA right now, absolutely great choice. Absolutely great choice. Are the Phillies the Steelers of baseball? They make the playoffs as soon as they hit. They suck. No, they got to the World Series a couple times. I'd almost say that pretty much every team out of a team in the AL Central's like that, though. Or hell, you know what? The Cleveland Guardians. They're the Pittsburgh Steelers of baseball. Capital stopped the Pens today, 8-2. Good. Claudio just fixed it in the best way he knows how. Nice little jackhammer there. Don't want to be compared to a damn Cleveland team. Well, hey, they won the World Series. I think I got the video proof here. Oh yeah, I still do. Video proof. Cleveland did win a championship. And it's, by the way, the case is green because the artificial turf gets caught up in the... you can see it sort of shine there. The artificial turf catches up in the video, so... in the green screen part. Well, I mean, Steelers are 6-time Super Bowl champions. We're going to see it. Yeah. Win Ricky Vaughn. I want to get a Ricky Vaughn jersey. That's what I'm looking for. And Yuta just decided to go biting. Sounds like the Yankees, except for them, it's been 16, yeah. Claudio wasn't watching what's going on. Could you imagine the titles changing hands tonight? I'd love to see it, by the way. Could deal with compared to the Yankees as long as it's not Boston teams, a Baltimore team, or a Cleveland team. Fair enough. Nice job, Ange. And Yuta comes in for the last second save. This turned out to be a very good match. And it's not turned into that ultimate chaos that we're used to, right? Oh, God. Interception on the 20-yard line. Mainly an NFL fan, so my sports opinions are NFL related, hence my hatred for Just keep all the masseuses out of the way and you'll be fine. Oh, there's a tap out. We're not done yet, though. One of these guys is dead. See, this is where a DQ should come in. I'm really of the belief if guy will not let go of the hold, you change the results of the match. I love the fact that Roderick's in the ring and Parker's still the brutalizer, still screaming in pain, and he's just standing there. I love that Garcia just puts his hand up and just boom. So both teams that the Death Riders have beaten, they've already... Wait, Pac's still out there. Pac's still out here. Pac's still out here. Oh, and here comes Mox. And there it is. The roof comes off the place. Yep. One down. One down. I call it. Nats, I know you said it was going to be Yuta, but Pac likes to stay home. Damn! There's one. And Mox is like, all right, well, we're down one. All right, one down. The thing that sucks about it is the fact the trios titles aren't going to be defended now for a couple weeks. Does Beth kill Marina? I think she comes out at the pay-per-view. I think she shows up at Revolution to take care of Marina. And then it becomes one-on-one. Right at the beginning of the match. Because what? We have 4 shows to go before Revolution, right? We got 2 collisions, 2 dynamites. They're probably going to kill off Yuta on Wednesday. I would say that'd probably be the best move. You kill off Yuta on Wednesday. Just get him out of the way. Do you want to do Claudio during Elimination Chamber? I think if you want to get some eyes on the product, maybe, but I really wonder what Tony Khan does to do that. All right, what would be crazy there, Nats? I also want to see what goes on with Renee hits Marina with a car. Renee is doing her best right now not to... Like, everybody acknowledges the fact that, John and Renee are married, right? But she's doing everything she can to try and keep it professional and keep it separate right now. Like, we all know the facts, but she's just trying to keep that. I don't think they're going to change that. I think this is the moment that you bring Beth in. It'd be a cool moment to see Renee do something like that, but what would you rather have? You either have Renee randomly run over Marina with a car, to which Simon Miller needs to bring his crime counter back out again, or take a look at replays of Survivor Series 1999 when Austin got hit by a car. Or do you wait to the PLE, or the PPV, sorry. You grab, you have them come out and even with the entrance to Copeland, you have Beth come out during the entrance just to take her out. I like Renee to hit her for shock value. I'll be honest, I think it'd be more comedic than it would be shock value. Because then Mox would be like, what the hell are you doing, wife? That's basically what it turns into, is the fact that, I think it brings up more questions than answers if you do something like that. And I don't think you get the same effect on it. Don't get me wrong. If it happens, I'll laugh like hell for a month. But I think one thing I've said throughout this whole thing, and I've said the same thing about The Rock and everything that he's doing right now. Booking can be very simple if you let it be simple. Uh-oh.
fooling anyone. You might have gotten a fluke win over Taya a few weeks ago, but the reality is you have not met the entire vendetta. And what happened at Grand Slam? You lost. And losers lose. And that means you go to the back of the line. So now, Harley, you have a choice. Move or be moved. Because the vendetta has business to take care of. So, Lexi, you can move too. Move!
Deanna, so beautiful. Fair enough. All right, folks. I do need to ask you guys something very important here right now. I mentioned this on X earlier. What lasts longer tonight? The length of the match between Max Caster and whoever's going to beat his ass tonight? Or Nigel McGuinness lasting if Mariah May ever said yes? What will last longer? I think it's honestly a little tie up here. I don't think Nats. I know you might. I know you guys are saying Nigel, but you know, I got a feeling that's probably the case. Like honestly, I am getting Heath Slater vibes. I am getting Heath Slater vibes out of Max Caster here. Nigel has cardio. Hey, I love how you guys are supporting Nigel in this. I'd love to see Hangman come out again and finish this in like 45 seconds. If that. As an ROH kid, I gotta love Nigel. Hey, I don't blame you. Taz? Yeah. You're dead. You're dead. No, it's even better. Brody's got a death wish on somebody. His partner got his ankle rolled. His girl got a great win tonight. Brody deserves more wins. This should last 30 seconds. Hounds of Hell! Well, the fact that Brody's going to have to go on his own for a while here. Because, if you haven't heard, for shoot, Buddy ended up wrecking his ankle. He's on his honeymoon right now with Rhea Ripley, and he's having to carry crutches everywhere. You make it sound like he's going to let you go. Brody's future world champ? Absolutely. I honestly feel that Brody could be a champion anywhere he wants to be. He's articulate. He knows how to work in the ring. He's got that charisma. You know, you got to be when you are in a band, right? Or we're in a band. He can work so many different styles. I love the fact that he worked to the camera on that. Oh, this is great. Sings his own theme song. Yeah, there you go. This is going a lot longer than I expected. Stuff I've probably said before. All right, this is about curtains right now. Brody is Kevin Owens if he was tall. Fair enough. I'm just looking forward to that unsanctioned match after for the main. I hope that they book it properly because the unsanctioned match should technically go on after the main event. Dude. I'm looking forward to that match. I'm also expecting neither man to win it. They're talking Owens wear a Generico shirt? Maybe. Well, it looks like the Murder Machines have their opponent. All right, so we got Outrunners versus the Murder Machines next week. Could it be a non-contest? And then we get maybe a three-way at the pay-per-view. Be a fun way to get the Outrunners the tag titles. Have the two big teams take each other out. But as per tradition here, as we're getting into our main event here, which Jericho and Bandito, it's getting 20 minutes. I'm sort of scared. Yeah, I don't even know what sound I should do for this.
Excuse me.
There we go. Anyway, give us a bit of a rundown of what's going to be going on here for the next week. Next time I should be on tomorrow night. Odds are we're going to be on tomorrow night. We're either going to check out the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves beta. We did it on Thursday. We might do some more tomorrow. If not, we'll find some sports to do. Maybe even throw last stream of MLB The Show up for you guys. We'll see how things go. Next stream after that will be Wednesday with AEW Dynamite, our sidecast there, as well as a double taping of WWE 2K24 weeks 22 and 23. We're going to be running both of those next Wednesday because I missed last Sunday, so we're going to play a little catch up here before 2K25 comes out. We will be on Thursday. Odds are we're looking at possibly a Transformers game. I got Transformers Devastation. I got a hankering for a short game before the crazy month of March comes out. So we might throw that in and give it a shot here on Thursday. I think that's the plan. And then next Saturday, we'll be back here, AEW Collision, as well as week 24 of WWE 2K24, our go-home show to WrestleMania. If you're watching on Twitch, once again, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Just make sure you hit the follow button to let us know, to let you know when I go live. If you really enjoy what you see here, possibly consider hitting that subscribe button. Saves you the ads, gets you some extra emotes. And you never know, we might have some special stuff coming up in the future here. If you're watching on the YouTubes, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe to know all our notifications when they come out. But most importantly, folks, not only thank you for being here, but if you really enjoy what you see here, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell everyone you can. Because let's face it, these shows are a lot more fun when there's a lot of people hanging out here and chatting just like we've had tonight. Everybody's had different opinions. We've talked about different subjects, whether it be WWE, whether it be AEW, whether it be TNA, whether it be Maple Leaf Pro. We talked about Western Canadian Indies as well. Yeah, that damn cough is going to be the death of me here, but it's always fun hanging out with you guys, and yeah, let's keep this tradition going, and let's see if we can grow this thing up to be a little bit bigger weed here. So, love Maple Leaf Pro. Hey, like I said, well, there we go, Deanna and Harley next week. A bounty match, Brian, Keith, and Ospreay. Well, I guess that just means Keith has to win. Keith is getting a package. Takeshita versus Cassidy. That's probably going to be our main event. I do understand that the booking's a little backwards for that Takeshita spot here. But you also got to remember, when the boss is in charge, he gets the perks of showing up once in a while. And yeah, we get Deanna back in the ring on Dynamite. There could be a possibility of somebody new showing up, because after Harley beats Deanna, which would be a pop and a half for the crowd, you know there's going to be a double beatdown and somebody's got to come for a save. Jericho by himself tonight? Could this be the end of the ROH title reign tonight? Like you said, take a look at Bandito's gear. Almost forgot about this match. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's funny. They put out a bounty match. They have all these bounty situations. If you don't collect on the bounty repeatedly, why do you even bother setting him out? He's a crappy bounty hunter then. Maybe they should get Johnny TV out here. He's a former bounty hunter. Wasn't he one in a movie sometime? Dog the Bounty Hunter? Yes, I know that was somebody else. Oh, I know, you mentioned it before. This gear looks amazing. It sucks that Bandito touched the title, though. I would really love to see this title change hands. I think the pop would be amazing. ROH belt should stay on ROH. I agree to a point. But this also reminds people that ROH is available still. And here's the thing. If Bandito wins tonight, you can almost see the Ring of Honor title actually staying on Ring of Honor a little bit more. Like, you notice Commander didn't come out with his TV title, did you? Well, you know this is good. You're going to get all these antics just because it's... We have 15 minutes to kill here. Have Bando winning. I see shenanigans, but I could also see Bandito winning because of the shenanigans too. Like, seriously, we're not getting anything happening here for the first 5 minutes. And the fact that Jericho might not eat a bump for, like, the same amount of time. Never mind. 2 bumps. Bandito gets more from Pity Jericho. I believe you. I agree with you. I think it would make sense. I'm glad to see this crowd still into it here. Once again, this is a double taping that they did with Dynamite. And the crowd's still into it, so... Yes, I understand that's not an ROH chant. That's fine. That's fine. We'll deal with it. Fine. Banditos from Mexico or the island? Either way. One thing I like about AEW, even though the venues are a lot smaller, you do find that the fans are a lot more focused, passionate, and they want to be there more than anything. And the fact they just had the caster match to do the P break-ins, so... Oh, the please retire chats are up. Attaboy. Oh, he's from Mexico? Okay. Yeah, I pretty much figured that would be the case, but... I got to double check to make sure I got that weekend off. I'm pretty sure I already booked it for Double or Nothing. I try to book the weekends off for this. Ever been to the Dominican Island? No. I've been to the mainland USA and I've been to Hawaii. Well, I don't even know if you were alive when I did that, so. Last time I was in the States, I didn't need a passport. Yeah, no, I haven't been to the States since you've been alive. Because the last time I think would have been when I took my rep team down to Indiana. No, I just haven't bothered getting a passport, and it just hasn't been high on the priority list. That is actually one of my personal goals for this year. Get the passport this year, and then maybe next year get down to a couple shows. And Bandito just throws a random Hurricane Rana onto the floor. Been on a cruise to Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Ah, boy. Sorry, I'm not the biggest travel bug guy, that's all. No, heard it's been absolutely beautiful, and, have a lot of good friends through there, especially like Astra Pizarro here that works here over at Backbreaker Video. She's from down there, and a lot of family down there, and it's a beautiful part of the world. Don't get me wrong. It just, when you've spent your entire life being a workaholic, you're not used to those trips like that. So, and hell, even the last 2 times I was down in the States, it literally was for work, because I was coaching basketball teams at the time. One I was coaching, the other one I was just a manager for. So, but yeah, getting the chance to go down to Indiana during basketball coaching was just amazing. Dominican Republic is scary if you go off alone. Sadly, very third world. I can understand that. And that's basically it. Like, I don't want to compare, third world problems to first world problems, but you can tell that even in this part of the world, it's a little rough for people to survive in many ways. Plan on going to Israel, but that's where your family's from. Hey, you know what? When things calm down, I wouldn't blame you one bit. I think right now travel might be a little bit. I would be very earnest in saying that you might want to be careful. I have a birthright on deck. Oh, fair enough. But I'll be. I don't like to get into politics. I don't like to sound morbid, but bullets don't care about birthright. That's all I want to say about that. That's why I'm worried. That's worried about what I have friends that decide to go over to Ukraine, and the same thing. It's like, I don't care what your good intentions are. Bullets don't care about good intentions. It's like when people get into a car accident. They don't care if you're in a good shape, bad shape. Where's been going off for dead? Yeah, fair enough. Still not going to make me worry any less. It's like Darby Allin. He's like, what, a month away from climbing Mount Everest? Doesn't matter how much of a risk taker is and how much, he's been training and whatnot. If you're going to fall off a mountain, you're going to fall off a mountain. It doesn't matter what personality you have. It's going to be amazing if he does it and then comes back. You know what kind of reception he's going to get? Second language is Yiddish. Cool. Like I said, it's great to be very learned. It's great to be very worldy. It's great to get the opportunity to get out there and do all that stuff. As we're 10 minutes away from finishing off our main event here. Is this all they've been doing during the breaks, just chopping each other? I really wonder what they're going to do for Mania, these guys. Used to only speak only Yiddish to my great-grandparents and both died away. Sorry to hear it. Well, if anybody who has an extra language, it's always an extra special little thing you can keep in the back pocket. Like, I haven't spoken French in a very long time, but if I took the time, I'd probably remember most of it that I learned, but actually left Israel in 1940. Cool. I don't blame him for leaving at that time. That part of the world. As long as Bandito doesn't end up getting a concussion out of this, I'll be more than happy. Sorry, I'm trying to figure a good transition here, and I just got nothing. If it was Cole Cabana in the ring, I might be able to, but other than that, or maybe Bill Goldberg. But I'm sorry, the transitions are really dry here. Colder MJF too, yeah. If it was Goldberg, we definitely have a transition. You notice that both of these guys are just quieter than all hell. Where's Paul Heyman? Oh, Nick, you're learning Japanese right now? Cool. Yeah, I know a little bit of French, a very little bit of Ukrainian. But other than that, so I can watch NJPW with commentary, yeah. Oh, we're almost back to Chris Charlton being available again. We're only, 2 weeks away? Oh, Jericho. Oh, blocked. Very addicted to Duolingo. See, this is the kind of moves that are really tough for a guy in a mask, because you got to be able to. Oh, he connected last week. Nice. What are those scars on Jericho? Was that there at the beginning of the match? Or is that just rug burn from the outside? One-handed pot press slam again. Maybe it's for the chops? Maybe. But from the back? Froggy splash! Got some good height on that splash. It almost looked like a froggy bow in a way. Just the way the camera caught it there. You notice he came down on his side as he's coming down rather than straight down? Oh, Jericho with a nice drop kick. Come on, I want a new champion. We'll see how things... Oh, there you go. Damn! Jericho hit hard there. Slower than all the others. Bandito, I got a bad feeling about this for him. Well, he hit it for once. Jericho hitting that line salt. It's taking as long as it takes. Jericho tapping Bandito. Hey, too tight. Kick it out. Are you kidding me? High guy head scissors? Oh my God. Tony called it a high spot. That's horrible. A horrible joke. That's like as bad of a joke as I would give. All right, Jericho, what stupid move are you going to modify here now? Oh, no. Managed to pull it out. I didn't think they'd pull the move off, let alone get the cover there. Speed Mike. Oh, Veda's all over Bailey's introduction to AEW here. Is he setting up for the 21? Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Jericho actually got a legit win. Like, honestly, it looked not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. I hate having Jericho win, but still, like, that was a hell of a move. But he actually, like, clean. When's the last time we saw Jericho win a clean match? There was no bullshittery. There was no stupidity. There's nothing extra dumb about it. There's normally a ton of that stuff, but yeah. Bandito deserved the win, but at the same time, you can't. The fact that Jericho actually put on a decent match. Like, think about that. Jericho actually put on a decent match and won clean. When's the last time we could actually say that about him? 6 months ago? 8 months ago? Right around when they started yelling, please retire? Yeah, going through everything else here, like, Wednesday's going to be a lot of fun with Takeshita and Cassidy. It's going to be a banger. We're going to get... He did it just for you. I hate you. I hate your guts. Thank you, Randy, for clarifying that one up. Thank you, RK, for the positive comments there. But tonight, like, another banger episode. Let's face it, when Jericho's having a good match as part of the episode, you know you're on a roll here. Murder machines murdering people, Pac getting murdered. Gotta bring Randy out when possible, right? And we're getting, what? Julia Hart getting a hard-fought win over Queen Aminata. Mariah May versus Toni Storm's been set up for Revolution for the I was almost going to say cage match, but we already got that one confirmed too with Fletcher and Ospreay, which that's going to be a different kind of insanity. It's not going to be the same level of insanity as Swerve and Hangman, but it's still going to be definitely worth a watch. But this has been a fun episode tonight, and the night just flew by. Like, and my light just decided to say, all right, you good? You're good. You're good. Be nice. Be nice. Trying to get to the commercial break here, so I think that being said, that they turned the lights off on the building, so I think it's maybe time we wrap up this half of the show. For those on Twitch, hang on. We're going to fire up WWE 2K24 here in just a moment. For those on YouTube, we are going to be starting out on my GM mode here, week 21. We got our last set of trades to do, and then our 1 week of booking here. We're going to be doing that after about a 5-minute break here over at twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. So feel free to stop by and join us there. But with that being said, we are going to bid you guys adieu. Next time we're going to be here live is Wednesday for the AEW Dynamite Sidecast, both on YouTube and on Twitch. But with that being said, thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you like what you saw. Hit subscribe just to make sure you know every time we got a new video up, because we're usually about 3 to 4 videos a week when we're firing on all cylinders. And as always, folks, it's a pleasure seeing you over here on the old YouTubes, and we will catch you all here on Wednesday for the AEW Dynamite Sidecast. Take care, everybody.